Hello, I am Aniruddha Tawale, lecturer in Computer Technology Department, KK Polytechnic, Nasik. Hello friends, in this session we will discuss about the next database object, and that is nothing but a sequence. Generally, the use of a sequence is used to generate automatic number value. So when we have a particular table, for example employee or a student, so for employee ID can be in a sequence manner, like for a student table roll number or their enrollment number can be in a sequence manner. So when we are going for a table to add a row for a data type number, then that data type number can be used within a sequence, or a sequence must used for a table having a data type number. So requirement in order to create or to fire sequence is a column with a data type number. Sequence can't be applied for a data type varchar2 or a date, but they can be applied for a data type with a number value, and for a column where we wanted to insert the record in a sequence manner. Okay, so let us go for the syntax for creating a sequence. Within this syntax, what is shown by the red line is not important, or that is the optional point. The create sequence syntax have the following important keywords, and those keywords are a create statement, as we are going to create a sequence. Hence the create sequence statement must be start with a create sequence followed by the name. Okay, then after adds, you must specify what is the data type you are going to refer for this particular sequence name. Then you have to provide the start with value from where you are going to start that sequence, and that is always a constant, or that is always a number. Then you have to specify increment value. That means what the regular interval you are keeping with the sequence value, and that regular interval will be in multiples of 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Next, this is the optional. If you wanted to specify the minimum value of the sequence, you must specify the sequence value. Otherwise you can specify by using no min value. Like min value, you can also specify the maximum value with a constant or with a number. Otherwise you can specify no max value. When I have set the max value, so that sequence will start with the starting value and it will reaches up to the max value. But what will happen after a max value, that will be defined here using a cycle and no cycle statement. So if I have keep a cycle statement, that means when I started with the start value and when it reaches to the max value, cycle will again start your sequence. So after reaching to the max value, again it will start with the first value. So cycle perform this task. So if no cycle is provided, that means after reaching to the max value, it will fire you, or it will give you the sentence that that sequence reaches to max value. And this is the final keyword which is available, and that is the optional statement, cache or no cache. So if I am keeping a cache value, that means for a temporary time that particular value will be kept in a sequence statement. If I am not keeping the I am keeping a no cache value for a particular sequence, then there will be a no buffer memory will be allocated, or no temporary value will get stored using this sequence statement. Okay, so this is the create sequence statement. Now we will have one example. See, our out of this syntax, I have just taken the required keywords in order to create my sequence. So create sequence. I have given sequence 1 as the sequence name, then adds start with 110. So I am giving here the value as 110 as a start value. Then I am giving this increment value by a 5. Then I have keep the max value as a 200. I have given a cycle. I wanted to again start with this 110 and again reach to the 200. So I have given here a cycle. Otherwise, if I do not want it to cycle that particular sequence, then I can omit that cycle by no cycle statement. And then finally I have given a no catch statement. So at the end of execution of this statement, the output will be sequence created. So a sequence 1 object will get created within your database. Now next job is how to use this sequence 1 to or within your table. So next we will have the next slide, using a sequence. I am having a table. Now that doesn't matter what are the columns or what are the attributes of my table. The requirement is just that particular table has a data type, a number, and possibly the sequence must be followed over there. So for this case, I am taking a table product, and these are the attributes of my product table along with these available rows. These are already inserted tuples or a row. Now I am going to insert, or I am going to use this sequence within my table. How? Let us see. Generally insert into statement is used to insert a new row within a table, but by using this insert into statement, I will directly use my sequence name over here. Insert into table name values sequence name dot next val. Now see over here, the next val is the attribute of that particular sequence which is used to insert the next value of your sequence. And then these are the rest of the values or rest of the tuple values which I will insert. Let's have one example. Insert into, we have taken this product as a table, so insert into product values. Now in order to insert the next value within my table, I have given that sequence name with the attribute of that sequence next val. So next val means next value, sequence next value. Next values, after inserting or firing this statement, it will automatically add the system defined sequence value within this table, and the rest of the values which are matches to the attribute. So laptop and HP and 89 are the available value. What I am going to insert here, I am going to insert here the sequence next value, and which is 115, because in previous slide I have started the sequence by 110 and I have given the interval 5. So next value of that sequence will be 110 plus 5, that is 115. Hence here 115 is inserted. Now next I wanted to check the current value of a sequence. How can I check? That can be performed by firing this query, select sequence name dot curval from dual. My sequence name is a sequence 1, hence I have given here sequence 1 dot curval from dual. So dual is a system defined table and curval is nothing but current value. This statement will give you what is the current value of your sequence. For this case, it will print the result 115, because now the sequence value is a 115, hence it will return cur value as a 115. If I wanted to check what will be the next value of a sequence, then that can be performed by using a statement select sequence name dot next val from dual. Now for this case, that 115 will get incremented by 5 because I am checking here a next val, and that value now becomes 120, that is a 120, and for this query the result must be 120. So like that you can check sequence current value as well as next value by using curval and nextval keywords. Next we have the point how to alter available sequence. A sequence can be altered by using alter command statement, okay, and that can be performed by what you wanted to perform. If you just wanted to perform the task of updating your sequence, and that sequence can be altered or can be updated in terms of by changing their start value, min value, increment value, max value, like that. For this example I have changed the increment value, and I have again changed the max value, which was before 5 and 200. I have changed them to 2 and 300. So that can be written like alter sequence name as start with 110, increment by 2, 5 get replaced by 2, and that max value get replaced by 200 get replaced by 300, and then cycle no cache as it is. The output of this statement will be sequence altered. Now for the next time the next increment value will be 2 and the max value will be set as a 300. After altering a sequence and after performing a task, if I wanted to delete the sequence object from that database, then I can use a drop statement, and the syntax is drop sequence name. For this case I have a sequence name as a sequence 1, so I can write the query as a drop sequence 1. So after firing this query, this will delete the sequence 1 from your database. Okay, so I hope you will perform the queries perform in this session. For your queries and doubt, please contact me. So thanks for joining the session. Thank you.